latest instalment in what will be a rivalry for the darting ages. Quarter.
And he starts with a maximum. It's in the video.
Would surprise me. Top two in the Premier League, the top two in the world, undoubtedly the best two players in the world.
Very casually pouring himself a glass of water. He could have given himself a chance at finishing in that leg. Double-double.
And he starts with a maximum. It's in the video.
Would surprise me.
140.
Eight of the Premier League. Littler against Humphreys. The top two in the Premier League, the top two in the world, and undoubtedly the best two players in the world at the moment.
He set them up very nicely there, Stu, and they've delivered already. Lovely start from both. The dream final here in Newcastle. Incredibly, they've played each other 17 times already since that 2024 PDC World Final, which you alluded to as well. A repeat of the final of the Premier League last year, and we're going to see many, many more contests between them. But a superstar from Littler.
Eight of the Premier League. Hit 182. They're both scoring well against Humphreys, who's going to finish well in the Premier League. They're looking at the top two in the world. All three games now. The best two players dominated the opening leg and missed darts to win the opening leg.
He set them up very nicely there, Stu, and delivered already. Lovely start from both. The dream final here in Newcastle. Incredibly, they've played each other 17 times already since that 2024 PDC World Final. Not the final many anticipated as well. A repeat of the final blockbuster still last year, and we're going to see many, many more contests between right off the world number one. Superstar from Littler.
Well, the back hit 182s, they're both scoring well. Back from here. Who's going to finish well? Littler looking at top. Double-double. All three games now he started with it. He dominated the opening leg and missed darts to win the opening leg. And now Luke Humphreys has one at the bull. Even Bunting had one at the bull, didn't he, earlier as well?
He gets there in the end. Not the final many anticipated. I was expecting a blockbuster, still could be. How dare we write off the world number one?
Eight of the Premier League. It'll be epic. Littler against Humphreys. The top two in the Premier League, the top two in the world, and undoubtedly the best two players in the world at the moment.
He set them up very nicely there, Stu, and they've delivered already. Lovely start from both. The dream final here in Newcastle. Incredibly, they've played each other 17 times already since that 2024 PDC World Final, which you alluded to as well. A repeat of the final of the Premier League last year, and we're going to see many, many more contests between them. But a superstar from Littler.
They both hit 182s, they're both scoring well. Who's going to finish well? Littler looking at tops. All three games now he started. He dominated the opening leg and missed darts to win the opening leg. And now Luke Humphreys has one at the bull.
It's just on the way. I think Gary thought.
Even Bunting had one at the bull, didn't he, earlier as well?
So 25 required for Luke Woodhouse, who is very casually pouring himself a glass of water.
He gets there in the end.
Giving himself a chance at finishing in that leg. Double-double.
Not the final many anticipated. I was expecting a blockbuster, still could be. How dare we write off the world number one?
He's been struggling with his foot, I understand, this week.
If he comes back from here.
This evening, Johnny Clayton, powerless.
Double-double.
Marching with about 100 points
Luke
clear.
Littler with it.
3 visits in each leg. Right, Johnny's only had 3 darts at double in this entire match, and they all came in one leg. He's only had chances to win one leg. He did win it. Everything else has just been Martin Schindler battering him.
140.
He should get at least one here. Just seen Martin Schindler fail to hit 80. Straight at double 10 now. Up for double 5. Johnny Clayton goes inside, and that might be that. It might be a very brief visit to Göttingen as Schindler eyes up 68. Double top. Drops the dart. But he picks it up, and he picks himself up. Another fabulous performance produced on the Göttingen stage this evening. Johnny Clayton powerless to resist Martin Schindler. It must be very good to be the German #1 right now. The wall is through to round 3. He has beaten Clayton by 6 legs to 1, averaging just shy of 107.
And Edhouse has had a fair bit of success in the Netherlands. The best of his darts on this tour have come in the neighbouring country to Germany, because his one semi-final came in 2018 at the Dutch Darts Championship. If you're going to be successful on the European tour, you've got to be able to play in Germany. It's as simple as that.
Hitting 170s is helpful, but. Oh, he's laying up.
130.
What are you apologising for? You did the right thing. You could have done a pallet.
He did the sensible thing, which is not always the right thing.
No, he should have done a pallet. Whip them up, say, right, let's go for it, and then lay up.
21. Which you require 32.
Doesn't like it. Moves over. Okay, another double 8. Oh, that's good. That's very nice.
Game on.
He is classically a player that likes to empty the tank every game with adrenaline-fueled stuff. But against Edhouse, he might have to measure that over the course of 10 or 11 legs. He might need the reserves.
58. 129.
That's worked out really well. I think the crowd are taking a collective breath after that performance from Martin Schindler. Don't blame them.
I think they've had to take a few collective breaths after most games.
Tops for Nathan. And a 2-1 lead. Best leg of the match. Constantly getting better. Started with a 20, went to a 15, now a 13.
It is these tournaments where Nathan Aspinall needs to begin finding results, because his recent record isn't good on the Euro Tour.
I agree. I think this is where his success has got to come now. Play less, win more money. If you're seeded, it's 5 games you've got to win a tournament. The Players' Championship is 7.
95.
Only played 7 of these events last year. We know after last year's match play, he basically took 3 months off to try and get some recuperation for his wrist, which has been causing him problems. On for a potential break of throw. Double 4. Beautifully done. Fuss free 68 checkout.
I'll tell you what, when he does that, he makes the game look easy. But even with a 4-1 lead, you've got to be wary here. This could be a point where Edhouse starts to kick in.
180.
Yet again, Nathan doesn't get it wrong on the approach.
And he starts with a maximum. It's in the video.
Would surprise me.
140.
Damon.
56.
Neither does Richie.
Nathan, you require
In these moments, you've got to
160.
keep your head.
Nathan 10 points in front. Much easier finish than the one Richie has got to worry about. And he will come back to the board to have a look.
Well, the 170 finish
Richie
would
require
not
170.
cut the head off the snake, but it would make a cut. Bull.
Good.
Wonderful! That's as pure a 170 finish as you will ever witness. 3 clean shots, no deflections. Thank you very much. That's how it was going. In this tournament, if Richie Edhouse loses this game, it's going to be 170 checkouts and lose the match. Because Suter lost to Cameron Menzies yesterday after getting one.
174.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game on our hands all of a sudden, courtesy of that ridiculous finish.
Richie require 130.
He's going to move across. Yes, he does. 8-8. We are going all the way. This is the finale that Göttingen deserves because it has been a quality evening of darts. The standard of this might not have been electrifyingly high, but a 170 followed by a 130. Big fish and little fish.
Got a good position here in the final leg of the day. Look at the facial expression. Look at that.
100.
Tenacity United from the Asp.
It's only his second 180 of the match, but he's timed it for the last leg.
59.
It's all about hitting the right darts at the right time. Nothing Edhouse can do. Aspinall so far in front.
And on a day where we've lost the great George Foreman, Aspinall's looking for a heavyweight punch in the final round.
52.
He's done everything right, leaving tops after 12. There's only one more thing to do. And now that Edhouse will not leave a finish,
100.
the last place and the last 16 could belong to Nathan Aspinall.
He has had to fight and grasp
of
and
the
do all
Premier
the things
League.
we associate with Nathan
Littler
Aspinall.
against Humphreys, the top 2 in the Premier League, the top 2 in the world, and undoubtedly the best 2 players in the world at the moment.
You set them up very nicely there, Stu, and they've delivered already. Lovely start from both. The dream final here in Newcastle. Incredibly, they've played each other 17 times already since that 2024 PDC World Final. which you alluded to as well. A repeat of the final of the Premier League last year, and we're going to see many, many more contests between them. But a superstar from Littler.
They both hit 182s, they're both scoring well. Who's going to finish well? Littler looking at tops. All 3 games now he's started, he's dominated the opening leg and missed darts to win the opening leg. And now Luke Humphries has one at the bull.
62.
Stephen Bunting had one at the bull, didn't he, earlier as well?
He gets there in the end. Not the final many anticipated. I was expecting a blockbuster, still could be.
And he does! Luke Littler calling the tune on the tune with a magnificent victory by 6 legs to 1. His 4th nightly win. He won in Glasgow, Brighton and Cardiff. He's now won in Newcastle, and he was just too good for Luke Humphries, and at the moment he's just been too good for everyone else. 8 of the Premier League nightly win. Littler against Humphries, the top 2 in the Premier League, the top 2 in the world, undoubtedly the best 2 players in the world. For Luke Humphries, and at the
He set them
moment
very nicely there, Stu, and delivered already. Lovely start from both. The dream final here in Newcastle.
He won in Glasgow, Brighton and Cardiff. He's now won
They've played
in
each other
Newcastle,
17
and he was
times
just
already
too
since that
good for Luke
2024
Humphries.
PDC
And at the
World
moment,
Final.
He's just been too good
Which you
for
alluded to as
everyone
well.
else.
A repeat of the final of the Premier League last year, and we're going to see